fix my...
Live, up close, and unplugged. Here's another live performance from 95 WIIL Rock Studio East.
We are live at 95 WIIL Rock Studio East here with... I was just going to say Crowbot. No, you're playing with Crowbot. This is Wilson.
This is Wilson.
But I haven't met you yet, and I've heard a lot about you guys from the Crowbot dudes. They're good friends of ours. And I just have a feeling that this tour is madness every night, is it not?
Yes.
I mean, you look really good for it being, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You look like you've been up, you've been at it. You're well rested, sober.
This is purposely for you. We wanted to come in and make sure that
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're the first band that's gone out of their way to be sober and are you showered too?
Yeah.
I mean, because you smell pretty good.
Did you shower? Oh, then yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, I smell like Dove soap or Ivory Coast or whatever that is that you.
Nice.
I don't know, but so either way, nice to have you guys.
Well, thanks for having me.
Wilson playing tonight with Crowbot, as I mentioned, at Take 20 in Cherry Valley. Now, the name of this tour is not one I can say in its entirety. The Drunk as Bleep tour. So you're living up to the name.
Yeah, everybody's been taking their turns for sure, because some people still have to do things like drive after
Right.
But, we've all had our moment in the sun, that's for sure.
So was this a name that came out of previously hanging out with Crowbot, or was this like, we're going to name the tour this, we have an opportunity or an excuse to do just that any night that we so choose to?
I think that we all kind of knew each other before this tour started, so we all knew our known cultures, if you will. And
known cultures. I like that.
when they were like, ooh, we should try. We're just goofballs at heart, So they took the liberty of naming the tour, but I think that they named it correctly.
Yes, I think so too. Well, and you guys too, though. Your website is wilsonpartyanimals.com.
Correct.
So now I've heard a lot of your music, and I know that you are a serious rock band. For those that might only kind of see pictures and know like your crazy antics and see you, like, do you run into sometimes having to like prove to people that you are a serious band and for people to take you seriously, to have a good time and party and everything, but like, does it take a little bit to prove to people that you're not just like this, I don't want to even say a joke, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. I think that with the record that we just put out, Right to Rise, that's our kill shot at letting you know that like we're here to have a good time, because that's what the rock and roll is, the foundation of it's built on. But the music and what we care about still matters more than just showing up pissed drunk to a venue and stumbling out into the van at the end of the night or whatever.
Right, because anybody can do that.
Anybody can do that.
Right.
Clearly.
I mean, and that's what I'm really good at. Yeah. So you're good at playing music on the stage. I'm good at doing all of that other stuff.
Perfect.
So yeah, speaking of Right to Rise, I just debuted that single the other day, the title track on the album, obviously, and just straight up rock and roll. Is that what we can expect on the whole album?
Yeah, I mean, it grooves throughout the record. It takes a little, I wouldn't say lulls, but it shows our musicianship and the ability of where we can go and where we came from, all in the course of a body of work. But yeah, it's balls to the wall rock and roll. It's all about having a good time at the end of the day. But there's depth there for sure.
Awesome. Well, we're ready to hear a little rock and roll right now. What's the first song you want to do for us?
We're gonna do that single, Right to Rise.
All right, love it. Live with Wilson in Studio East.
We are the dirt that won't step in, burned to the ground and left for dead. Only the darkness knows our names. Covered in black, we walk through flames. Buy from a dog that won't back down. The sound of a voice you can't drown out. Let them deny that we exist. It's time to raise your fists. You got the right to rise. From ashes we survive. Living like you're ready to die. Come on, look in my eyes. Are you ready to die? Living like you're ready tonight. Are you feeling alive? 'Cause I'm ready to die. You've got the right to rust. 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 Cut from a cloth that's torn and stained. Gasoline pumping through our veins. The bite from a dog that won't back down. The sound of a voice you can't drown out. Let them deny that we exist. It's time to raise your fists. Oh, you got the right to rust. From ashes we survive. Living like you're ready to die. Come on, look in my eyes. Are you ready to die? Living like you're ready tonight. Are you feeling alive? 'Cause I'm ready to die. You've got the right to rust. 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 Oh, I'm ready to die. Whoa, yeah. Oh my God, help. Oh my God. Oh, you got the right to rust. Living like you're ready. Living like you're ready. From ashes we survive. Living like you're ready. Living like you're ready to die. Come on, look in the eyes. Are you ready to die? Like you're ready. Living like you're ready tonight. Are you feeling alive? 'Cause I'm ready to die. You've got the right to rust. 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 Rise, 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 rise.
95 Will Rock, the rock station, live in Studio East with Wilson. You know that song. Just a little different version of it. There's Right to Rise, the title track on the new album out now. That just came out last month?
Yeah,
End
the
of
29th of June.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a bit of a departure doing it acoustic. Do you like to do acoustic stuff? Kind of break it down a little bit? It's different.
I know. I think that we all do. It's something that we never did before this record. So getting used to like figuring those little places out vocally and what needs to happen musically to really accentuate the energy of the record.
Sure,
as well as like, you know, still keep it in a realm where it's like, oh, I don't want this guy to yell at me acoustically.
Yeah. Well, that's got to be fun though for you guys to just be able to do something different, you know, during the day. Give you something to do when you're in the car, right?
Yeah.
It's always nice to be able to find something to do other than sleep the whole time or take turns driving, right? I'm sure you do that too. Yeah.
Both of those things.
Yeah, there you go. So this is your second album, which is out now. You put out your first full length a few years back, which has the best album name ever, I'm pretty sure. Full Blast.
Rhymes with fuckery?
Yeah, exactly that. So how long have you guys been a band for?
Jason started this band about 6 years ago. I came in about 5.5 years ago.
And about 5 years ago, and James came in about 3 years ago. He's the latest member.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you've been on both albums then, right?
I was not on Full Blast Effery.
Yes. That was in 2013 that it came out, but you guys were probably working on it late 11 and 12.
When I joined the band, they were just finishing recording.
Gotcha. Well, you're on the new one. All you guys are on the new one, so that's cool. Now, upon my in-depth research on your band, none of your first names or last names are Wilson. So where did that come from? I know it's a question that you probably are sick of answering, but... Oh yeah, the neighbor on Home Improvement or the volleyball
we're really
on
into, Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, or that. What was that movie with the volleyball that what's his name? Castaway. Yeah.
We just did the AP Awards and walked the red carpet like all dressed up like Hawaiian shirt dudes. And
fun.
Carrying the ball, but we had put a knife through it and X'd out his eyes.
Nice.
Not that Wilson.
Nice.
But really, Jason named the band out of when he was going to college. We started.
Yeah, it was kind of I think a subconscious thing, because we were at a party, our old bass player and I, and we had a few songs written, but they weren't meant to be played live. It was more to just drink beer to.
Sure,
just like listen to rock and roll. And my neighbor heard that through the grapevine. We had some songs, and he asked us if we wanted to play a show, and we're like, yeah, sure. And he's like, well, we need a name for the flyer right now. And Wilson was the first thing that came to my head, and it was printed on a MySpace flyer.
Nice.
And released the next day. And it's just stuck with us ever since.
So it really was like a random thing, and it stuck. Hey, well, it's working for you. And I also read somewhere, you guys are from Detroit, and that you said that the streets of death are what taught you the music business. So was this real?
No, what you read is something that the internet perpetrated as something, propelled as something out of context.
I can imagine, and that's what it is. Like when I see ridiculous things, I have to ask about them because it's like, really?
I mean, it's clear as day. If you pick up a piece of paper, you look at statistics where we come from. It's pretty grim as far as.
I love Detroit. Downtown Detroit is amazing.
It's the best.
I love it.
We're here to say, like, no matter what picture the media paints or whatever, we're here to tell you that there's beauty within the breakdown. There.
Yeah.
And like through all that rubble, there's the right to rise. And I mean, our city's just like any other city that's went through the same sort of strife. We were built upon one foundation that crumbled. We're using our past history to build a new foundation.
There you go. The streets of death taught you to persevere.
We're not here preaching that we're super hard because we're from Detroit.
I mean, there's.
It does say zombie on one building.
It does. I had to at least chime in and say that there's a different mentality. There's no, like, when you're from those sorts of places where you have to, your ingenuity is key to success. You do have to find your own way. So as far as us thinking that we're hard because we're from Detroit, it's just the way that we live. So it might look different from other people, or we might be hard to other people, but we're not running around going, look at us hard dudes. We just have to do it.
I mean, that is not my perception of you. Like, we just met 10 minutes ago, but that is not my perception of you whatsoever. Y'all could be having gats strapped to your knees, but, I can't see them, so I think you're good.
If there was a problem, we'll solve it. Check out the beat while my DJ resolves it.
Are we going to get, like, a remix? Is that, no?
Heck yeah.
All right. So what's the next song you want to do for us? Not that one, which I'm really disappointed now. Thanks, guys.
It's that song.
Yeah?
We're going to do Crave.
All right. Cool. Let's do it live with Wilson in Studio East.
Darling, you're the one I want. And I'm craving you. Silver in the dark, you come apart, I come to life. Seconds feel like hours, little flower, I'm so alive. So alive. The blade is right up overhead. You cry out for my love. Oh, how I wish that you could understand that I'm craving you. Viola in the man who held your hand through it all. Now I breathe you in till the end. I'll never let you go. tried to tell you that I can be saved. I got a hunger that won't go away, 'cause you're the only one I crave. Yeah, I crave. Oh!
Live in Studio East with Wilson with the song that they wrote about me before they met me. How sweet of you to do that today.
It's preemptive.
Oh, jeez. If you haven't checked out their new album, Right to Rise, it is out now, and they're playing tonight in Cherry Valley at Take 20 with Crowbot. Thanks for coming in, guys. Nice
Thanks
to
for
finally
having
meet
us.
you. I've been hearing about you from everybody and haven't had the opportunity, obviously, to see you yet. So awesome that you came in. What's next for you guys for the rest of 2015? Just touring a lot?
Yeah,
You guys always seem to be on the road.
Yeah, that's our thing. We like to play live.
That's good. That's good.
We gotta.
If you didn't, that would suck.
Yeah. After this, we're going up to Montreal. We have Heavy Montreal, and then we're gonna come home, shoot a music video, head out on the road, do some. Now that we're gonna be hitting this song's gonna be hitting the radio airwaves. Thank you very much for playing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We're gonna be doing some radio shows, and then we'll be heading out in the fall for a full U.S. tour before we hopefully go back over to Europe before the end of the year.
Awesome. Well, if you're heading to Canada, make sure you do not take Jake's advice on how to not get into Canada.
Is that Jake from Crowbot?
Yeah, talk to them about that. I think it was Canada that they weren't allowed into. Yeah, that was like, yeah, it was totally them. But
Yeah,
they
I
were
would-
allowed overseas a couple of times though, so they might have straightened out their
They probably got the
border
arrow
crossing. Yeah. So thanks again for coming in. We'll see you tonight at Take 20 with Crowbot. We are live in Studio East with Wilson.
WIIL, Union Grove, a division of Digity Media. From Milwaukee to Chicago.